When we engage in this kind of sustained meditation, inevitably it will open up parts of our identity that it's not that we don't have access to because we're sort of living out of it, but we don't have a direct view of. They're kind of hidden in the background. And sometimes some repressed emotions, some guilt, sadness, shame, different things are sort of hiding in the background. But even if it's not intense emotions like that, the feeling of the identity structure sort of unraveling a little bit, just opening up, it is disorienting is a great word for it. That's exactly what it is. It's like normally I know what I need to worry about, what I need to think about, what I need to focus on, what I need to let go. Kind of know what I want, know what I'm doing, kind of know where my life is going. Like I generally have a sense of in the relative world who I am and what I'm doing. When you come here, that can actually start to erode. Like, whoa, like I really am not so sure, even about the big picture of my life and all of it. And it can be sometimes it's unsettling because it's so disorienting. You're like, am I ever going to get reoriented? So part of this is just experience and knowing like you'll go through this, you won't feel this way forever. It will settle, and then on the other side of it, often there's more clarity than there was before. But you had to kind of unwind some of the identity to get in there. And when that's happening, it's not like you are um, you're the one who knows what to do when this starts to unravel, and you can like turn the screws and take this repression, remove this resistance, and pat that emotion on the head, and like you just know what to do, and then it'll all neatly go back together. That's not what it's like. It's like, what the hell is going on? I don't know who I am or where I'm going. This cannot be helping anything. It doesn't feel like something healing's happening. Yeah, it just like, what's going on? Who am I? Where am I supposed to orient to? I feel, and sometimes it's a physical thing, even like ataxia, dizziness, things like that can come with it. But that's not uncommon, and it is just how it goes when identity starts to kind of disentangle itself. Let's say, especially when it does it quickly, and this is quick. This is quick in relation to the normal scale of how things play out in a spiritual lifetime or something. So that's all quite normal, and it will settle for sure. The other thing to know though is whether you know it or not, like your body mind is exhausted. Going through this is a lot. It's a lot. But we do cultivate this sort of direct contact with the sort of energetics underneath the Joriki energy. So there is something quite powerful carrying us forward. We may not feel like we have to sleep as much, even though part of us feels quite tired. So it is a good insight that your body's tired, and that's totally normal and totally true. Rest as much as you can, but most importantly, just know things will settle, things will smooth out. Sometimes for a few days to a couple weeks after retreat, you feel a little bit like this, still a little bit like out of sorts, and then things often just really clarify and new insights dawn, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did that. It's been a long time since I've gotten to some like really intense emotional state or something, but I definitely energetically notice like the body. I can feel the way the energy is just so freed up in the body. The body mind has to adjust to that, and it takes time, and it gets tired and all that. And so I do take a few days to a week after a retreat before it sort of settles back out for me. And you always have your senses. You always have your five senses. If you ever feel like really disoriented or dizzy or anything, lay down, put your hands on the floor, feel where you're at, feel your breath. Just follow the sensation of the breath. Going outside is helpful, like watch the birds, feel the air, all this stuff.